What's up, people? This is Guru, and welcome to Geek Assault. Today's topic: Ironheart, Riri Williams, Issue 3. Let's go.
Perfect.
I know, guys, I'm real late with this one, man, but hey, I'm getting them how I can get them, man. But yo, this is a pretty decent episode, man. Issue. We find that Riri Williams is still trying to track down her friend, and they come to find her, and then she's put into a hospital, and Riri goes there to visit her, and she kind of like she cuts through the hospital. She does crazy stuff to be a hero, but she actually cuts through the hospital window, and so they got to replace that. So she cuts and sneaks in through there, of course, with her armor on, and she talks to her friend and try to get information out of her, like, you know, like, what's going on? Let me help you. And she really not giving her any information, and she's being very dismissive and standoffish. And Riri's kind of much like, you know, hey, I'm trying to help you, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, it is what it is. So it's like they almost get in an argument, and Riri does try to be the bigger person in the situation. And it was kind of weird at first, because she asked about her shoes. Like, they're like the Fly Girl Retros or something, 8s or something. And she was like, yeah, oh, like you're a sneakerhead now. And so Riri was like, okay. She put her shoes back down and dips, and like, okay, I'm out then, you know, like, I'll just try to help you, you know, hey, it is what it is. And as soon as she leaves, somebody comes out of the shadows and is talking to her friend, and was like, look, this is right the third, and whoever was in the shadows was like, you know, I'm going to have to handle your girl Riri, you know what I'm saying, because she get a little too nosy, and it is what it is. But, you know, the girl tries to stick up for her, like, look, don't do it, she's not, you know, she's not gonna come back and everything. So we find out the reason she was acting the way she was trying to protect Riri from whoever that was in the shadows. But this was a sneaky thing that Riri did, which was kind of clever. When she picked up her shoes, she put a listening device in the sneakers, so she could find out what was going on in the inside of the hospital room while she wasn't there, which was cool. I was okay. I didn't see that coming. Okay, look, you get a little slick right there. And the guy comes out of nowhere, and this guy, he's like this big ninja looking dude, but he's black with his weird ponytail, I don't know what you want to call it, and he put their work on Riri Williams, man. And it was kind of weird, 'cause I'm like, you don't want to listen to advice, how did he track you down? But this guy was good, man. He was putting a beating on her, and of course Riri's in her armor, and this dude was just straight up using his body, hands up, you know, martial arts skills, and you know, he was, you know, hey, he was giving Riri Williams that work. So it's kind of weird, because I'm like kind of suspect about the armor. It's like, okay, you got this armor, man, but you've been taking L's a lot in these armor, Riri, because the guy who did a drive-by on that store, they dent up her armor with just bullets. Something you supposed to be out of space, supposed to be a member of Champions. They got lasers and plasmas and all kind of different kind of energy beams you're gonna be running against, man. That armor is getting. I remember with Thanos one-shot at her armor, man, almost killed her. That was crazy. And that's what I liked about this episode, this issue, was Riri Williams actually defends, like, knocks the guy off of her, and he disappears, right, in the shadows. And another smart thing, he didn't have on gloves, so she couldn't figure out who he was, and she used some tape and takes the fingerprints from when he was holding her around her neck, and gets his identity. His name was like Midnight Fire or something like that. And he has all these different martial arts skills. He's like a big time assassin. So even her AI system was like, yo, what's the AI system name? Natalie or something? Whatever. She was trying to be like, look, you know, Riri, you know, you need to get up out of here, man. This dude's bad business. Dude comes back and start putting in work on Riri Williams again. And she's trying hard, but she was shook, because it was a time he made her think back when Thanos had her, and Thanos almost killed her. And which was the best thing that happened to Riri Williams, because after that, you know, she actually started acting right. You know what I'm saying? Thanos gave her that act right. She realized real quick, you know, all that bossiness and talking down. She ran up on Thanos, and Thanos put her in her place real quick. And ever since then, Riri Williams been acting better. So a good ass whipping goes a long way. But she defends the guy. I mean, she heads bust the guy, and like I ain't gonna say breaks his nose is bleeding, and she hits him with this ray blast that knocks him out, and the police are coming, so she leaves him there for the police, and she takes off, and she's all shook up, man. She's crying. The chick back at the hospital's crying, which was a good scene, because like I said, Riri Williams really does need this kind of show of emotion, because the first run of her, especially when Bendis was all involved in this, it was horrible. I couldn't stand this character, and now she actually acts like a person. And so she actually was crying, you know, because even though AI like, look, you need to go see a psychiatrist, something's going wrong with you, because when old boy was choking her ass out, man, she thought about the Thanos, and then like I said, once again when she was at the bodega or whatever the little shop, and the guy shot her up, she froze up. So this is like her second time freezing up, and she always thinking about her friend or her father that got killed back in the day, and she's saying like, you need to go, you know, hey, you need to get some help, you know, you need to talk about it, because she's very standoffish. Even with her mother told about you need to stop being so thinking with your brain so much, or you know, living with your heart and stuff. And so it was cool, little play out words, you know, Ironheart, you know, think with your heart, you know what I'm saying. And so it was a pretty good episode. And the guy, like I said, the guy Nightfire or whatever his name, Midnight Fire or whatever, he slipped the police, so he's back on the loose. Riri Williams about to have an emotional breakdown, seemed like. So a lot of stuff is going on, man. So pretty good episode, man. Riri Williams need to tighten up that armor. The armor is I don't know, they need to call it Tin Man, because hey, yo, you need to go hook up with Tony Stark, get some of his stuff, man, because your armor is whack. It is whack. But yo, man, tell what y'all thought about in the comment section, man. Did y'all enjoy this issue, man? All that good stuff, man. Do y'all enjoy the new way that Eve Ewing is writing Riri Williams, and do you see a change in it? Let your boy know. Alright, sorry for the lateness. I got one more issue to do with Riri Williams, and I'll be all caught up. So hey, thanks for the waiting, and everybody check the video out. I appreciate it. This is the Guru, and this is the Geek Assault channel, the one-stop shop for all your geek and pop culture needs, anime and manga too. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.